Welcome back to the Road to Glory. We are in the January transfer window of Season 4. We've just lost Rodri Lawrence, of course, to Atalanta. However, first port of call is to bring in a new player to our starting lineup. There was some ifs and buts with myself as to whether I should or shouldn't sign this player, but you guys were pretty convinced that you'd like him to come to the club, and he's, as you can quite clearly see, not playing at his current club. Filip Novak is just not getting any game time at Blackburn Rovers. So, we'll throw him in our starting lineup, shall we? He is a player that is going to be better than the majority of the rest of our current starting 11. And certainly, he'll have a massive impact on our team right from the get-go, I think. So we're going to approach to buy Filip Novak from Slovakia. Novak the Slovak. And he's going to come in, we hope, for about the same sort of money as we just lost Rodri Lawrence for. We just sold Rodri, of course, for about £4.3 million. And, well, guess what young Filip is valued at? Because there's a lot of money in the kitty right now because of the players that we sold in the summer. But I don't want to just go and splash that for the sake of splashing that now. I want to still have like a more realistic power curve of our team. And obviously we do have a role actually, or a ruling, don't we, that we're not allowed to sign anyone that's higher rated than our current highest rated player, which at the moment is our right back at 76 rated. So we wouldn't really be signing anyone much better than Filip Novak anyway, nor would they be massively high rated or massively expensive if they're at a lower rating. So Filip Novak is in. He's come in as a crucial player. And I thought, to be fair, my manager would do more than just come in, shake his hand, and then leave again. He probably deserves a bit more of a welcome than that, young Filip. But he's into the starting lineup as a very crucial player, I'm sure. And hopefully he can hit the ground running because we've some big games today with regards to the league table. Our first game, in fact, is against the side that are right next to us in the league, Cardiff City. So we'll advance to that. We'll go and play that. We'll hopefully win that and then take it game by game from there. I'm not planning on signing anyone else at this stage because, of course, we brought in Kean McCloskey to replace the outgoing Rodri Lawrence. McCloskey, obviously, was on loan at Salt Lake City. He's now back on that loan. We recalled him, and hopefully he'll be a worthy inclusion into our starting lineup. Looking forward to seeing what he's like. Right, we now have 10 nationalities in the starting lineup for the fan objective. I just need one more. That would be either a left back or a striker, because Logan Brown and Barry Knox are both Scottish. So if I can find someone that is a nationality I don't have for striker or left back, I might sign him just to play him for a game to beat that fan objective. Regardless though, let's go and try and get the win against Cardiff. It's not going to matter who's on the pitch. We should be winning this one. Cardiff City with Angel Fortunio in goal. They have a 5-back formation, but they only have 5 defenders at the club. So as a result, their backline in this busy fixture list period are a little bit fatigued. Similarly with their forward players, to be fair, they've a number of not fully fit players having to start as well. So whilst Cardiff have had a good season so far, they sit right behind us in the league, albeit 8 points further back. If they can't manage their squad properly, they're not going to stand a chance of going up. Filip Novak making his debut for me then here in this one. He's our new number 17. And hopefully he can make that number his own throughout the course of the year. Plosky is going to go again. I hope so. I asked him to. He has now, eventually. Nice turn. He's got good pace and actually decent dribbling, McCloskey. So fingers crossed he won't be too long before he's having an impact on the game. I genuinely thought that was going to fly in. As soon as I say he's not going to be too long if he has an impact on a game, he very nearly bangs it into the top corner from 25 yards. Can you imagine if that had gone in? I'd have been exploding. Out we go, please, Logs. Well up, lad. Great header. McCloskey is going to get the better of his man. Great movement, great footwork, good pace. Brown will go back to him. And there's 2 in the middle here. Samaras just holds off the man. McCloskey to Logan Brown again. Looking for the ball into Salinas, who's turned well. The shot's blocked. It's been all us since the opening couple of minutes. But we can't yet find a way through. Bit of a familiar story from the past couple of episodes, with goals being difficult to come by. But hopefully, come the end of the game, we will find 3 points. Oof. Although we are evidently going to have to be wary about the odd counter-attack. Had all of the play. All of the chances. All but one at least. Not yet found a way through. Novak. Salinas. If Logan Brown can make the right run, we might start the second half brilliantly. Now, he hit the post from a similar position yesterday. He's not making the same mistake today, ensuring that the ball's over the line. Logan Brown gives us a 1-0 lead just 2.5 minutes into the second half here at home. That's a massive goal. Really will pull us away from everybody below us. We win this. No looking over the shoulder for the rest of the season. Our eyes are solely upwards in not only league position, but hopefully league as a whole as well come the end of the season. That's how strong Keon Ateta is. I closed him down when the defender went for the tackle, and Keon just stood there whilst the defender bounced off him. Novak. Short there to Clark, off the bench. Ball will reach Kai. He's come off the bench here himself to try and have an impact. Early with Edwards around the corner to Clark, and this might be a great impact for the substitute. He's worked the space brilliantly. I think his teammate got on the way. What are you doing, Tom? Minamoto, let's give it straight to Fleming. And Clark. And Kai's in the space. I'm going to drop the shoulder on the defender. Kai Konik in behind. Kai! Goal off the bench for Senor Konik again! He's on a streak of 2 now. 1 for Logan Brown, 2 for Kai Konik in a row, and 2 goals for us all told for the day. Lovely change of direction. And smashed home on that 5-star weak foot. You love to see it. Go to Novak again. He'll look for Kai, who's in again. Oh, it's a good save by Angel. It's a brilliant move, to be fair. Excellently put together. Edwards with the delivery. Mitch is up. It's not going to reach him. It doesn't matter. That's going to be game. 2 goals and a clean sheet to go with it. 3 points against Cardiff. We no longer care about anybody below us in the table. We are chasing the playoffs. We're outside the playoffs. But we know that nobody from below 8th position is going to challenge for the top 6 spots now. Almost certainly. We're going to be 11 points clear of Cardiff. And I think there was a bit of a gap from Cardiff to the sides below them as well. It's the FA Cup next against Nottingham Forest away from home. But quite evidently, with the nature of our league season, we're only wanting to concentrate on everything in the Championship for now. Yeah, look, 10 points from ourselves in 7th to Preston in 9th. Cardiff have dropped a couple of positions. Everybody from 9th down is not involved in the promotion fight right now. And to be fair, everybody from 2nd up is not only involved in an automatic promotion hunt. It's playoffs or nothing for us this season, but we're only 2 points off 4th, and it's going to turn into an absolute humdinger of a battle to see which of those 6 sides can finish in those 4 positions. Going to quick sim the game against Nottingham Forest in the FA Cup. It's not really of our concern this year. We're not going to go much further in it, even if we do win, and we're not going to stand any chance of winning it, so we'll just quick sim, and rather evidently we weren't going to go any further than the 3rd round this year. That will obviously affect our managerial favour rating, because the FA Cup is heavily weighted, as you guys well know. Cristobal Acuna is wanting to play, but we signed him before we'd made the decision that we were going to bring in Philip, so I won't cancel his loan, because you never know, I might need the extra body at some point if someone gets injured. But I don't anticipate he's going to get much football. Up next for us, though, is another game in the league, which we'll be playing. It's Huddersfield away, and then we'll sim Millwall and play Reading. 1 win so far in the league. Let's go and make that 2. Oh, I wasn't prepared for that. RB Leipzig have expressed an interest in signing Logan Brown. Are we about to put our faith back in Kai longer term? It's a Champions League team. See, we're in January, so I want to put a bit more financial pressure on the team that are bidding, but I mean, you are going to have to pay more than that. I'm sorry, Leipzig. I'm not going to get done over for one of my best prospects just because you are who you are. I'm not going to accept anything less than 5.5. He's already 72 rated. You either pay that or you don't have him. I'm not going to get ripped off here. They don't want it to fall through. They'll pay the 5.5. Well, looks like we might have a striker outgoing then. And that might be the opportunity to sign the non-Scot that we were looking for the 11 nationalities. I am tempted. You know what? I'm going to. With 69 finishing, Filip Novak is going to be decent at cam. Please tell me it's not going to take him long to train there. 2 weeks. Balls to buying a striker. We've had some calls for this in the comment section already this year. Nacho Salinas is going to get the bump back to striker. He's going to go back up top. He's going to lead the line, as some of you have been calling for. I'm going to move Novak forward, and I'm going to go and buy Bustamante. I've had a centre mid on my shortlist for a while, haven't I? And as soon as Brown is confirmed as leaving, I'll go and buy Adrian Bustamante, who also looks like he could be a fantastic prospect in central midfield. We'll bring him in centre mid. We'll move Filip Novak forward to cam, and we'll move Salinas forward to striker. And that might be actually a genius move. You guys have been calling for it for a while, and I've been apprehensive to move Salinas further forward, mainly because he's been so good in that slightly deeper role. But Logan Brown's potential sale might force my hand, but you never know. That might be what changes us for the better longer term. Right then, let's travel to the Kirklees Stadium and get back-to-back wins in the league. Huddersfield, Ryan Schofield in goal for them. Romany Critchlow, or Critchlow? I'm not sure which. With the captain's armband for them. Jack Rudoni is a name you wouldn't necessarily have thought would be playing in a centre mid role, but actually it looks like he's quite well suited to that, with Simpson and Vignato up top. Utubia Terrier is what they're singing on the terraces, but... Although it's an all-seater stadium, actually, isn't it? So no terraces. Huddersfield are the side that are right below us. Now, we said in the last game, we're not worried about the sides that are below us now. We're concentrating only solely upwards, which is still true. But because Huddersfield are having a half-decent season, they're not going to be a pushover here, just as Cardiff weren't. Vignato is in, out wide here to Rudoni. And to be fair, he's in a wider centre mid role in those three. So I envisage he will actually perhaps drift slightly wider to get involved and give them a bit more width in their midfield. Otherwise, they might be a bit too narrow. We'll see how it pans out, but this might be, I expect it probably will be, Logan Brown's final game for us before his move to Rasenballsport Leipzig in Deutschland. So maybe we can get Logan a goal before he goes. Lovely turn by Filip Novak, who's going to be finding himself playing further forward, of course, in that cam role sooner rather than later. What a ping that is, by the way. Vignato's in behind. This game is getting a little bit end-to-end already. Let's try and calm it down a bit, shall we? We want to control the tempo here, thank you. Knox, Samaras. See the run there. Salinas into Logan Brown. Oh, no parting gift for Logan yet. A yellow card for Samuele Vignato up top. You're right, we could do Castro midfield for one game just to tick the 11 thing, couldn't we? Simpson through the gap. Vignato's in the box. Tipped over the top by Richardson. Huddersfield, dangerous themselves. We can't just switch off defensively because we've got such confidence in our own front line at the moment. Which is a weird thing to say given our lack of goals so far this season. But with things developing around us. Oh! We go 1-0 down here through Simpson. And Town take the lead. Good finish underneath the keeper. I started to call Richardson out. Thought he could get there. Spoiler alert, he couldn't. Bit quick, Simpson as well. Look at him go. Oh, he's turned me as well. Oh my god. Thank you. Ah, panic. That's right. Oh no, still panicking. Rudoni. Whew. Oh, they've got too many men available for extra passes. It's 2-0 Huddersfield. They're cutting us apart here. We just can't seem to get away clean sheets, can we, for that fan objective? Not at all. We are solid as a rock at Patreon Park, but away from home we are shaky. And in here to Kasumu, who's already scored one. Might be trying to help set up another row. Tackled by Murphy. It's going to fall for Kasumu, though, and he'll take the corner, which is the wise decision because they'll either score or it'll be full time, or half time even. There's no chance for a counter here without the whistle going. Back to Critchlow on the edge of the box. Vignato, Jack Rudoni, lovely back heel. Simpson, what a save by Richardson. That has kept us in the game at 2-0. He has no right to make that stop. It's a wonderful save. To Ferreira. McCloskey is still my man down the line. He could be in behind here. It's not a great pass to him, though. That, however, is a lovely ball through to Logan Brown, who this time doesn't disappoint. But we need to go and pick the ball up. And we need to go again. That's 2-1, 5 minutes into the second half. A little bit later in the game than we scored in the last game, but only by about 2.5 minutes. And we're not done yet. Logan Brown now on a streak of 2, although his streak almost certainly won't get any further than a streak of 2, because he's soon to go to Leipzig. But that might be the parting gift that we need from him. Might inspire the comeback of comebacks. Forward to Edwards. And inside to Logan Brown, who's away from his man. He's got many a man forward in support here, but Logan's going solo. He wants to leave the hero. Not yet. Forward to Novak. Now we're back up to 105 viewers again. I don't know what's going on. Twitch having a funny 5 minutes, I think. Get up, Philip. Get it. Oh, no. Just as we've made plans to rearrange the 11 to give him a more advanced, more freeing role, Novak, in just his second ever game, might have done his knee in. That would be gutting. Absolutely gutting. If that's a long-term injury for him. It would be absolutely bloody typical. He's clashed knees with the Huddersfield man there. Oh, don't do it to me. Just, please, just a strain and a few weeks. You already know. You're already waiting for that 7 months to come up. In just his second game, he could have done his ACL. Kasumu, oh, it's nicely weighted around the corner to Vignato, who's got Scott high, short. He's gone for the extra pass. Shoot, pal. It's opened up for you. Simpson's not going to score from there like that. We're going to have the opportunity, potentially, to catch them on the counter if we can win the ball back, which we have done. And now we need to get bodies forward and sharpish. Come on. Up we go. And in Gonzalo. He got caught late there as well. Samaras out wide. Edwards is going to go down the line, and he's got space to get into as well. And that first touch is going to cut him inside the defender. And Tom Edwards has done this before, although he's run out of space now. And Logan Brown. Castro off the bench to not rescue the point. It was meant for Edwards again, but Salinas is in. Can he beat the man? He can. Just fucking shoot, mate! Whoa! He took so long. Schofield. Can't believe his defenders. I can't believe my flipping striker. Castro down. Kean McCloskey. Can he be the hero? No. He seems to have quite a good shot though, McCloskey, and that hit hand. And this could be the chance. Let's get this up, down, over the wall and in, please, Thomas. Thank you, Thomas! 90th minute. 2-2, worldy free kick, and our potential to be special youngster is showing it once more. Yes! Samaras intercepts that. I mean, we did it to Ipswich. We couldn't do it here as well, could we? This needs to go forward and quickly. No, we're not going to do it here as well. For a brief moment, I thought maybe, and still perhaps. No, it's not going to. Ref. Don't even think about letting this play on. It's the 95th minute, ref. I'm just going to kill him. Ref. No. What is this? '97th minute. Why has the ref let that play on at all? When I lost possession at the other end of the field, already gone the time allotted, why is he not blowing his whistle? This game is a farce sometimes, an absolute farce. 3-2 Huddersfield, wait for it. Oh look, now you're going to blow it. Prick. And of course, as expected, new signing Philip Novak lasted about 120 minutes before tearing his ACL and being out for 7 months. As if to add insult to injury, FML. That's why we have Acuna in on loan. Not that that was the plan. Mate. Well, Philip Novak can play next season Now we need to try and find someone for this season. You can have 2.5 million for him because I just want to get it done. Oh, you want 2.6? Sorry for the extra 100 grand. I'm comfort buying. I'm comfort buying. I was going to get him anyway, so it's not like we're comfort buying someone that we weren't going to get in the first place. What I'm going to do is move Tom Edwards to cam. Salinas will still go up top, and I'll bring back Ryan Kennedy into the starting lineup, or maybe young Fleming will get more of a go. Another one, but oh, Philip! I tell you what, if this guy does his ACL in his second game as well, I'm going to be apoplectic. Off he goes. Confirmation: Logan Brown is Bundesliga bound. On his way to RB Leipzig. He leaves us just as Rodri went to Italy. Logan is off to Germany. And we will move Salinas forward. Edwards will go central as a cam. And on the left, I'll go Fleming over Kennedy. And then Acuna can come back onto the bench. Okay, well, we are sorted still. I could maybe play Clark at cam, but he's just not great in front of goal. And I need my cam to actually be decent at tucking the ball away. Well, we have adjusted. I've still got scouts out looking. There might be a winger I can loan in. We'll wait and see. Simming then the game away from home against Millwall. A game we certainly should be winning, regardless of our really poor away form. We have to be confident against sides that are in the bottom half of the table, certainly those that are near the relegation zone like Millwall, that we can get results from them regardless of our troubles away from Patreon Park. Patreon player Tommy Wallace is in at centre-back for them and hopefully won't cause us too many problems, although he is 79 rated now, so certainly very capable for this level. One of the best centre-backs in the division for sure. But Mitch Bakker, our captain, is also one of the best centre-backs in the division for sure. And hopefully he'll keep a clean sheet, because I've only got 2 clean sheets in away games all season so far. And I'd very much like to add to that tally if I can. Come on, Salinas. Come on, lads, please. Edwards in the box. Salinas is with you. He's tried to find him. It's picked off. It has been a game of few, dare I say, no chances. 1 shot each. Be better, boys. Please be better. I appreciate the away clean sheet, but I'd rather not keep a clean sheet and win than keep a clean sheet and only draw. Free kick from Millwall. Oh, blocked. Oh, free kick from Millwall in an even better position. It's going to be Fleming. And from inside the D, he scores. George Honeyman. Our away form stumbles once more. Can you believe it? On the back of that Huddersfield game and the 7-month ACL injury, the frustration builds even further, and now it's 2. Emaku compounds our misery. Oh, man. This is the first time, really, since Season 1 that we've had any sort of obstacles to overcome. It's been plain sailing the past 2 years, and now we're in some choppy waters. We need to withstand the storm and come out the other side of it. Luke Southwood in goal for Reading. Again, their 5-back will be difficult to break down. Femi Aziz and Ollie Burke up top for them. Very, very good indeed. Unfortunately, I'm having to play in our alternate kit here just to make sure there's no kit clash. Fingers crossed we can get a result back at home. This is our safe space. We need to make it a winning arena once more. Bustamante, I was going to say on debut. It's the first time I've used him. Salinas. Oh, he struck really well. It's a good save by Southwood. This is the opportunity that you guys wanted to give him. Nacho Salinas at striker is what you've been calling for a little while. See if your experiment works. Edwards, Fleming, Salinas. Again a good strike. Again a good save. Pressure continues. Try and put a bit of a better corner in this time. And we have done. And Murphy could be up for this. He is. But it's comfortable for Southwood again. Tom Edwards is there begging for it. I'll give it to him. Ivanovic with a lovely interception. Martinez looking for his man through the middle. It's picked off nicely. Bustamante, McCloskey. Really had the chance to fully explore McCloskey yet as an option out wide. Here's Edwards though. Oh, Southwood. Brilliant save. Tried to take it early with Edwards to catch him out. Wasn't to be caught out. Salinas can't get to it. McCloskey, this is going to fall. And Murphy and Samaras. Nope. Still no goal. It's been all Phoenixes though. McCloskey down the line nicely. Ferreira skips past the man. Needs to find the ball. Oh, that is not it. Barry Knox. Samaras. Bustamante. Trying to get it forward here to Fleming. Oh, it's poor from the keeper and he may well hang his head in shame. It's right next to him. It wasn't struck very well indeed. But into the back of the net it flies. And we have ourselves a 1-0 lead here at home against Reading. We might be poor away from home, but Patreon Park is our place. Fleming down the line to Barry Knox. Salinas is in there. Oh, it's deflected. Oh, and Bengay. Oh, through the legs of the keeper. Nuts! Terrible from Reading. They were awful for the first goal. They were even more embarrassing for the second. That'll be 3 points again. We might lose every week away, but at least we win at home. What is the defender doing? Unbelievable. And then nuts! Hey! Ferreira. Bustamante. McCloskey's going. Salinas will find him. Cian McCloskey's yet to score for me. Trying to fool the keeper, and he's buried it. It's 3-0. We've not won by 3 goals for a while. Cian McCloskey with his first goal for the club on that starting side ahead of the now departed Rodri Lawrence. And I think he's done more than Rodri did in half a season, in half a month. Bustamante, that was shifting. Is he going to go out for a corner? It will. There might be a fourth. Our goal difference isn't great, so actually a strong win like this will do us the world of good. And Kai won't add a fourth, but only because Reading got a little bit lucky down low to the left-hand side. A strong victory. And you might well imagine, emotionally, I needed that after the happenings of today's episode. I'll go to my post-match interview, and I'll see you on transfer deadline day. Transfer deadline day. Raul Jimenez to Sheffield Wednesday is not necessarily something I expected to see. Malik Thior from AC Milan to Nottingham Forest. I'm not anticipating many bids today for our players. I'm hoping there's not any bids today for our players. I'm probably going to be rejecting almost anything that comes in today for our players because of the situation of our season and the fact that we're on deadline day in January and there's obviously zero time to replace those players for the rest of this entire season. But at the minute, nobody seems interested in anyone else for us anyway, so I'm not that worried. Oxlade-Chamberlain might be moving from Brentford to Union St. Gallen, or St. Gilloise even. Bremer from Juventus to City is an intriguing one. Keep checking because sometimes you don't get shown emails when they come through. Oh, there's a big one. There's a big one. Jude Bellingham, Juventus to Liverpool for £130 million. I wonder what the biggest deal of this window is going to be. Wow. A bid late from Rayo Vallecano for Tom Edwards. With 2 hours to go and Vallecano, no. Not a bloody chance. Anything else? Yukla is gone. But that's it for deadline day. So, in the league, we find ourselves still just outside the playoffs, but with a game in hand. And we can... Oh, no, actually, we are in the... What? It hadn't updated on that tile because of our game on deadline day. But if I go into the standings, we've won that game on deadline day now. So we are, it's updated here on this slide, we are up to 6th and into the playoffs by a point. And our goal difference is... well, almost doubled by that 3-0 win. Such is the frustrations of goal difference for us this season. We need to keep more clean sheets and we need to score more goals, but hopefully we will do that. At the minute, To be fair, Sheffield United's goal difference isn't any better than ours, and Blackburn aren't that too far away, and Preston's is rubbish at -2. So we're not in that bad a position, all things considered. The top two are just gone still. So the title is gone. Automatic promotion is gone. Interesting, Ambrose. That's for the Patreon players. I'll have a look at that actually at the end of the episode for those of you that would be interested. But with regards to the biggest deals in this window, all told, this season, and this window, Jude Bellingham to Liverpool for 130 million. Kai Havertz has gone to Bayern Munich in December for 128. Martin Odegaard has gone to Dortmund for 123 in between windows as well. That was negotiated in November. Anything else later in the season? Lisandro Martinez to Real Madrid for 74.7. Not that many big deals in January then. Noni Madueke to Newcastle for 61.8. Mikel Merino to Manchester City. Moretti to Arsenal. Number of mid-level deals then. Lovro Mayer to Real Sociedad. Bremer we saw, of course. Milan Skriniar to Juventus from Leipzig. That's their evident Bremer replacement. Adam Hlojek to Arsenal from Leverkusen. That'll be an intriguing one in the Premier League. Similarly, Noah Lang at Wolves as well. It's a good signing for them. Vanderson at right back. I don't really know anything of Vanderson, to be honest. But maybe a Trent replacement if Trent has left them already, or I'm not sure what Trent will be doing, to be honest. Curtis Jones goes to Napoli. Chukwueze to Roma. And Mark Gay to Leverkusen. And that's it for the transfer window, all told. So, with regards to the Patreon players, Jordan Forbes is 83 now, one of the higher rated players that we have in this list. James Ambrose is still at Sociedad. Will is at Newcastle now. Rob Chappell has moved in January to FC Köln from Daegu in South Korea. That is a new transfer in January. These ones were done in the summer, I believe. Connor's still at Marseille. Tommy's still at Millwall. Cardoso's a player. He's too important. They won't leave he won't leave the club. Hopefully, at some point, they sign more centre-backs, because Felipe Cardoso might be a very good signing for us at some point in the save. Nick's still at Karagümrük. Dylan's still at Liverpool, and Craig's still at CFR, Cluj. Daniel at Valencia. Scott at West Ham. Tom at Millwall. Dawson at Braga, still in central midfield, and Jordan Millward at Schalke. Brandon Young, Watford, still Liam at Donny. AJ at Sheffield United. Daz at Brighton, and Manu at Leeds. Kyle can't seem to get away from LAFC to save his life. Puskás is at Bilbao. Wim Penny still at Sociedad. Davison at Marseille. Aiden at Southampton. And Colin and Cutter still at Konyaspor and Chelsea, respectively. They are your Patreon players. That is your transfer window. The team has changed, but we've dealt with it. Gutted about losing Novak, but we'll deal with it. He will be fantastic for us next season. Of that, I have no doubt. He's gone from 72 to 73, by the way, as a cam now. We've changed his position, and he's grown, which hopefully will offset the probable decline he'll get from the injury. Right. Now, from now on, there is only one task at hand. Finishing the bloody playoffs. Drop the video a like if you've enjoyed this episode and you're looking forward to the remainder of this season. It is going to be tense and tight, but I believe we can do it. I'll see you tomorrow.